I'm not. I can't afford to not record.
Welcome to the BYOK Live, where we discuss the trending stories, strangest dilemmas, and real life topics. Okay now, lovelies, let's get into some things. Hello. It is Wednesday.
Yes.
And we're back. We're back. You know, little family stuff going on, and decided to go live today because what are we just talking about? Doing it anyway.
Just doing it anyway, in spite of.
Just doing it anyway.
Yes.
We currently got mom in there, right?
Hey.
Why my skin looks amazing on this screen though? Like it looks totally amazing. Like right? Yes. Hey.
Who is that? Hey.
Facebook never tells us. But hey.
I'm like, who is that?
It has been a lot going on, and this is mom's favorite segment, Shooting the Breeze.
Shooting the Breeze, you guys. I love it.
So tell everybody what you've been up to, Mom.
Well, I've been, supporting Renita and supporting a friend that's been ill and working and look at my business. Just been busy. It's been a jam-packed week. It's like from one thing to the next. Went to Cincinnati, came back.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I saw Snoop, y'all.
Finally.
Yeah, Snoop, D-O-double-G.
There you go.
I got excited. I forgot to spell his name. But yeah, so it's been kind of busy from there and then back, supporting Renita, and she's been going through. So we just doing it in spite of.
Doing it anyway. It's for those that don't know, because I kind of went ghost. I lost my grandmother 2 weeks ago, so I just been going through. I'm doing this today because mommy said, "Hey, Ash,
hey.
I was just talking about you." So I'm just like. We're gonna do this anyway.
Let's do it in spite of.
So you ready to get started?
Let's go.
All right.
Daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers.
Okay. We're on Fluent Radio. I'm going to disconnect and connect like she asked me to do, but we're on Fluent Radio right now. So for those that are heading out, make sure you go to www.fluentradio.com and catch your girl there. Shout out to Fluent Radio. Their annual auto show is finally coming.
What day is it?
Next Saturday.
Yes.
So I hope to see you all out there.
We'll be there.
Yes.
We gotta get shirts with cars on them or something.
Okay, we could do that. We could do that, Bob.
I'm always theming. I'm a theme girl. Always theming.
Hey, Auntie, how are you doing?
Hey, Della.
All right, so Sunshine, I gotta remember, right? It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Sunshine is all about the positive. We get into positive things before we get into like what? Those type of things. But it's Shooting the Breeze. So we just lay back and we just gonna,
we just gonna
go with it. So the first thing, I thought this was beautiful because I'm like, it's August. All right, so August will be filled with happiness. It will be filled with blessings. It will be filled with positivity. It will be filled with progress. I like that. It will be filled with kindness. It will be filled with opportunity, and it will be filled with love.
Yes.
So I'm wishing you all a wonderful and prosperous August. It is the 8th month. We're in the 3rd quarter of the year.
Not yet.
Is it still the 2nd quarter?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah, because you got
January, February, March, April, May, June,
July, August, September.
So it's the 3rd quarter.
It's the 3rd quarter.
That's what I just.
I thought you said the 2nd.
I'm like, wait a minute, Mom.
She's right, I'm wrong.
Okay, I'm like January. You could be. You know what? Some businesses don't start on the regular quarter. So if it's your 2nd quarter, Mom, then keep rocking out your second. If you're on a fiscal year calendar, knock yourself out.
No, I'm on the regular calendar. Oh my God.
We don't judge over here.
We don't judge.
Hey, Papa, how you doing?
Hey, my favorite DJ Steve.
I I'm losing this. Wait. Are you hearing stuff?
That's the evolution of Barbie going on.
Okay, so let me share this because
It's just playing out bad.
it's playing out bad stuff. So basically, I'm not gonna get into this. So Barbie has been going out. I seen the movie. It was a really good movie, like a really good movie. I want to write about it actually because it was talking about like individuality, like learning to love yourself and being comfortable with yourself, separate from dating. Sometimes women define themselves with who they're dating, and men define themselves with who they're dating, and it's all about stepping out into who you are. Because I know that it's just been a lot of Barbie stuff. I don't know if anybody else can digest any more Barbie stuff. I don't want you to regurgitate, so I won't play that video.
Thank you. I'm just saying.
So before we get to the next segment, let's do a commercial right quick with my media partner, Miss Metchi.
Y'all, it's your girl, Miss Metchi, checking in with my girl, Renita from Be Your Own Kind. You know that's my sis. Make sure that you tune in every Thursday to the Blueprint Live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, live on Facebook and YouTube. And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today.
Okay. Make sure you follow my partner at missmetchi.com. She is on every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you get into the Blueprint Live.
Yes.
Get into the Blueprint.
I'm plugging myself tonight too.
You plugging? You want to do it right now?
Yes. CBS3 Designs. I make 11x17 custom. Stand by for some upgrades. But right now it's 11x17 custom collages from clip art, photos. Send your girl your stuff out. Make a picture for you and frame it and making memories, frozen moments. CBS3 Designs.
I love that. Me. We need a rainbow. Good morning.
I'm plugging my own self tonight.
I love that your friend is here, Ma.
Hey, Cynthia.
Hey, Cynthia, how are you?
Yes, my help is here. Because I don't know what we're doing. It's soon to breathe.
She came right on time. It's time with Kim Marie. All right, Ma, you ready for the first thing that you've already just looked at?
I'm scared. Yes.
So this man is addicted to tuna. Let's get into it. It did it again. So basically, this man says he's been addicted to tuna since he was 10 years old. Rather than asking for gifts and candy canes as a child for Christmas, all he wanted was tuna. He was now speaking about the effects his addiction has had on his love life. Can you imagine dating someone that eats tuna all the time?
Not kissing them.
Kissing them, right. I feel like that highly affects your
hygiene.
Just your breath.
Your breath.
You're just smelling like fish all day.
It's probably coming out of his pores now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just sit there, help me.
Yeah. But he's drinking it out of the can. He said this has been going on since he was a child. He said when he was a kid for Christmas, he asked for cans of tuna.
And his mom gave it to him.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Here's accountability for the mom. Okay, go ahead.
So she just, because of course, I don't know what Instagram be on. The video is not running. He was really talking about how he was addicted to it and he just loves it and it's just a part of his world.
Oh, wow.
So there's that.
Yeah. Instagram stop.
Just sit there and say, for one, pores, breath, and what about the mercury? That's my thing. Like I feel like that's a straight hazard, like to your health, right?
Yeah.
So
much mercury.
Yeah, so much mercury. And as we're talking about that, I'm gonna try a new browser because I don't understand why my Instagram never works.
It does that though.
Yeah, but it works all day. Let's see. No, it's still not going.
It works, y'all, when we get off the air.
When we get off the air, it really be popping. But anyway, so I just don't think that. I don't know. I just don't think.
Okay, that was kind of weird, but okay.
Right. So I need the video to work for later. So let's see if this is working. Okay. Of course, this one is working. So I don't know if any of you know about. You probably do know about Cardi B. She threw somebody said, ugh, And then he was a cat in his former life. Something, girl. Something. He might have been. Hey, he might have been a cat in his former life. But I feel like, and I may take this a little too far. You can tell me if I'm taking it too far.
I'm scared.
But I feel like intimately, he might not have a problem with certain things.
Oh, okay. Let's move on to Cardi B.
So here's the thing with I don't think you know about this. Cardi B was in a concert and she was telling people to throw water on her because it was hot or whatever. So this person threw water on her, but it hit her in her face. So she got a mic and she hit the girl in the face. Now that said mic is going on sale or being sold on eBay or auction. It's up to $50,000.
Oh wow!
See, just Cynthia got what I said.
I got what she said too. I just didn't want to take it.
So, a lot of people felt that the girl should have got hit with a mic. A lot of people feel like the girl should have sued for her getting hit with the mic. But whatever the case, this person is an opportunist. He got the mic, and he's about to make almost over $50,000 at this point.
Yeah, I would be selling the mic too.
But first of all, I feel like because of where she's at on stage and where they're at downstage, she could have injured her. That could have been a hit injury, and she threw it hard. She threw it hard.
Throw water on her, move out back.
But she said not in her face. It was the fact that the water hit her face.
But the girl didn't mean, she did like deliberately just.
No, she was doing what Cardi told her to do, but it went rogue and Cardi got mad.
Oh.
Cardi got mad.
Is that
yeah, you see how hard she threw that?
Yeah.
And that's like still, she really could have gave her a head injury. She really could have did that. So
is it playing?
It is, but I don't want to get copyrighted because it's playing her song.
Okay.
Of course, that plays.
Modern technology.
Modern technology, gotta love it. But I'm gonna go online and find a way around that because I'm pretty sure there's a way around that that music thing. Let's see. Hopefully this one plays. And so I had a couple of keyword reads because my What's the 411 is all about Lizzo because I want to know what's going on with Lizzo because I love Lizzo. And this is not a Lizzo bashing, it's a Lizzo, let's understand it. But speaking of a fool, former Vice President Mike Pence says that Trump and his lawyers asked him to reject votes in an attempt to overturn the election. Now let's see if this works for the people so Fluent Radio can actually hear something. No, it does not. So former Vice President spilling the tea on former boss, he says Donald Trump and his lawyers asked him to reject votes in an attempt to overturn the 2020 election. Pence said he rejected this suggestion and put the Constitution before Trump.
Oh, wow. Trump
was indicted yesterday for his alleged role in attempting to overturn the election. What are your thoughts on that, Mom?
I plead the fifth.
What? You have anything to say? What do you guys have to say about this?
Well, they never were in line with each other anyway, because Pence was like the mild-mannered. He didn't really go along with a lot of things that Trump was doing, but I mean, we don't know his politics, so I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. I mean, I feel like you're in cahoots.
And see, my point exactly.
Right.
Mom.
You're in cahoots until you're not.
You're in cahoots until
you're not. And so I just kind of feel like, of course, it's easy to be like, no, we're not, we're not doing that.
Well, I mean, why would you say you are now when the other person is being indicted? 1 + 1 = 2.
It does. And so now I just kind of feel like,
Yeah, politics, that's kind of sticky.
Yeah, it's very sticky.
Like I said, you in cahoots until you're not.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
so he's just trying to save himself.
Save face.
And not get indicted, pretty much. Yeah.
Much.
This had no sense of reason, but I feel like since Barbie is out and everybody's all nostalgic, do you remember the Bratz dolls?
I do. Yeah, that was doing Christmas.
Apparently, Kylie Jenner, who actually looks exactly like a Bratz doll, she has her own Bratz dolls. So all of her Bratz, do you know Kylie Jenner is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so all of her Bratz dolls. I didn't know. All of her Bratz dolls pretty much match like her iconic thing. So I feel like her marketing team is amazing. Let me tell you why, because everybody's on this doll nostalgia, and of course she comes out bam with the Bratz, and she happens to actually look like one of the dolls. So I'm like, kudos to. I think her and Beyonce gotta have the same branding people because they really be they really be marketing.
Look at that. That's
awesome. That's super awesome. Super awesome. Ma, we have another event, right?
Yes, you guys.
We have another event. I do want to tell them about it.
We are collabing, you guys. You have to come out and support us.
Yes,
I think
the people be wanting to, and we're telling you guys far in advance because this is happening. Nope. This is happening September 2nd. Yes. This is why I don't miss Thursdays. This is why, because when I miss a Thursday, I forget what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
Oh my God.
I'm totally off, y'all. Please pray for your girl. So September 2nd.
Yes. We're going to be, I'll tell them. We're going to be up at a pop-up and paint free event. Saturday, September 2nd, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. 4859 South Wabash Avenue in Chicago. We will be there vending. BYOK, CBS3 Designs. Come out and holler at us. Come out and support us. Come out and shop with us. September 2nd. We're going to plug it every Wednesday up until the event. Was that cool?
That was perfect, Mom. Okay. Couldn't have said it any better.
Yes.
I am putting the Eventbrite. It is actually hosted by Princess Brunch. Princess. Her name. She calls her name Princess, and what she is a mom, and so she caters to mom entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. You know, and so this is a painting sip. This is an event where moms can actually just let loose. Yes. It's very kid friendly too. Very kid friendly. It's going to be food. It's going to be vending. She's looking for sponsorships. So if you're interested in any sponsorships, I'll also post this on my page, or you have the Eventbrite link. Please
come
let her know and send her questions. If you are interested in vending or in sponsorship, or get those tickets at Eventbrite.
And you guys, I'm going to have some mom new stuff. I'm just really plugging myself.
I love you plugging yourself.
Yes,
Ain't nobody plug you like
I'm working on CBS3 Designs, you guys. Got to go ahead.
I love that because I feel like can't nobody advertise you like you.
Can't nobody
advertise you like you. They just can't.
No.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna do one more commercial, and then we're gonna get into what's the 411?
What's the 411?
I know. What commercial should we play, Mom?
We're gonna have to do the car show sisters next week.
Well, we're gonna do that afterwards. Welcome to season 5 of the Be Your Own Kind podcast, where we interview individuals that are basking in the lane they have created. To keep up with all things BYOK, visit our website at beyourownkind.com. While there, stop by the BYOK shop to grab our merch to add daily inspiration to your life. BYOK has also created a Facebook group that offers giveaways, business advice, and lots of laughs, and most importantly, sisterhood. Have time for a chat or to just get acquainted with your girl? Go to our site and click under bookings to set up a 30-minute coffee chat. Be sure to tune into the BYOK 2 Cents Live every Wednesday at 9:20 Central Standard Time on the BYOK platform YouTube channel, or you can listen to us on Fluent Radio at www.fluentradio.com. Last but not least, if you love our content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share our episodes. Or if you feel so inclined, send a donation to our PayPal at paypal.me/BYOK24. Thank you for rocking with us each season and enjoy the episode. Okay. We ain't ready for that commercial yet. You saw it. If you are on YouTube, subscribe, like. If you are on Facebook, follow. If you are on fluentradio.com, go to YouTube and put in BYOK platform, 2 separate words, and subscribe to your girl. That's my shameless plug. My shameless
plug. We do a shameless plug tonight. We're shooting the breeze and we're going to shameless plug tonight. We're just out there tonight.
It's all about, I feel like, I know we're not doing the shooting the breeze thing yet, but I just kind of feel like it's about choosing joy. Even when you are going through, it's all about your perception. It's all about what you choose. You know, because life be life, but we ain't got a life with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love that. Hey, that's everything. Everything.
Hey.
How are you guys doing on Fluent Radio? I hope you're chilling tonight with us. Love that you're here.
Yes.
Let's get into what's the 411.
What's the
411?
I gotta go and
All right. Look, the whole what's the 411 is about Lizzo. Here's why. Because they have been trying to find reasons, and I don't know if the video is gonna play, but I can talk about this. They have been finding reasons to cancel her and fat shame her, and all she do is spread love or whatever. Now, come to find out, she's getting sued for not only doing some weird things with bananas, but also fat shaming. So some of her, and these are from fired employees. So it's kind of like, if she was doing this when you were working here, how come you didn't say anything or whatever? And so I'm gonna see if this play first. It is not. Okay, so basically what they were saying was that Lizzo told the dancers that they would get fired for gaining weight after she gained pounds from an eating disorder. And so go to Neighborhood Talk if you want to see what they're saying. And so they're just pretty much saying, they had to stay a certain weight, but she could gain as much weight as she wanted. And like I said, these are from fired employees. How do you feel about this? Like, do you think this is valid? I'm not trying to.
I'm just gonna say, not valid is that. I mean, you're fired. You're not getting any money anymore. So you got to find a way to make money. This is a way to make money.
It is, but then what if it's true?
What if it is? She's human.
I mean, she's not saying anything. Like, it's a lot of stuff out here. So this is where it gets weird, Mom. I went to TMZ because I can't trust Instagram right now. So Lizzo show interest in a banana. Can you say sex on YouTube?
I don't think so.
Now being sued over it. I said it now. So Lizzo kept an eye on the famed Banana S show in Amsterdam for years. Shared her desires way before being sued for allegedly pressing backup dancers. That's true. She was on TV talking about the banana thing. I don't know if this is going to play. But while we're doing that, it says, here's the deal. Here we go.
I had a day off yesterday, so I got some rest finally. Or kind of, it's Amsterdam, so we partied.
Well, I saw what you did yesterday because I follow you on Instagram. And I saw on the Insta stories you were on the red light district.
Yeah, we were.
You were to the Casa Rosso.
Oh my God, how do you know that?
Because I lived for 4 years on the red light district, in the middle of the red light district. So I recognized a lot of places. And I saw that you saw a live sex show. Please tell me everything about the sex show.
It was people fucking, man.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. They were just doing it, but you know what? It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I went to the one show where it was like a couple, and they were like passionately making love.
It was really passionate?
It was really, they kissed. They kissed after, I'm not going to say what she did.
Please.
But I'm trying to go to the show where you eat the banana out the pussy. Which one is
Oh
that?
my God, I clearly
It's a
didn't
banana
listen
bar.
to this prior.
That's the banana bar?
Yeah, you
and
went
you
to
have
the
the
banana
banana
bar.
in the kimchi?
And ping pong balls.
And you have to go,
Yes. And
That's what I wanna do.
Then you have to eat it.
I need my...
So this makes, she said she needs her potassium if you want to know what she said. So I think that, yeah, Lizzo, yeah, I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
And so this is an incriminating interview right here. So even if this wasn't true, she said it out her mouth.
She said it out her
And
mouth.
so in an interview with 3FM DJ Frank Vandenleer, Lizzo revealed her love for live S shows, even though she didn't say other stuff. And she asked the host about the Banana S show where patrons eat bananas out of performers' VJs. So Lizzo excitedly talks about her desire to find out what a banana show was, which we just heard her say. She's like, so as we reported, Lizzo is being sued by 3 of her former background dancers who say they were denigrated by Lizzo while on the job. In the suit, the dancers claimed during a February 2023 tour stop in Amsterdam, Lizzo took them to Banana Bar and pressured them to interact with the performers.
Oh, wow.
The dancers claim Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the new performers, because you saw what she said they do at the show. Catching, can I say that word on?
No, just don't.
Okay, paraphernalia-like things launched into the performers' VJs and eating bananas protruding from the performers' VJs. So it is unclear if the alleged incident was Lizzo's first time at the Banana Bar, but she's clearly had the Banana S show on her mind since 2019 at least. How do you guys feel about this?
Just sit there. I am doing a lot of pleading the fifth tonight.
Okay, yeah. So
she's been doing so. I feel like this is just something that is dug up just to fame her. I mean, we all have stuff, but she's been doing so good with the weight loss and the promoting this and the whatever size you are, you're beautiful. And now this, and it kind of like just zeroes out everything she's been standing for.
Well, I think that's the point.
That's the point.
She's been getting away with it, and I've even heard like old school people saying she's promoting unhealthiness. Il Papa plays too much. He's laughing.
It's
just crazy. I mean, and here's the thing: all these celebrities be into some weird stuff.
Yeah,
they be into some weird stuff. But I feel like I'm just speaking as me as a 40-year-old woman. If somebody tells me to go get a banana out of somebody's whatever, no,
I'm not gonna do it. Like just because you tell me to do it.
Can somebody make you do that?
No, just fire me. Maybe that's why they got fired.
Possibly, so it's like, can nobody make you? I feel like the whole concept of they made me do it is what aggravates me about the entire situation.
No, they did it to keep a job. And they got fired anyway because they
didn't do the job. So I feel really bad for Lizzo. And as y'all know, I have plenty of videos talking about Lizzo and how I love her.
She loves Lizzo.
But I feel really bad because this kind of just eliminates the message that she's been trying to put out. She was making big girls, big girls and big women feel comfortable in their own skin unapologetically. And now this is just a way to like wipe that out.
Right.
That's how I feel. No one can make you do anything.
No one can make you do anything.
So the fact that you did it is you might have been curious and
you
maybe
did it because you wanted to do it.
But even if you didn't want to do it, where's the accountability of I didn't want to do it, but I did it?
Yeah.
How come no one ever says that instead of they made me do it?
Because people aren't accountable.
Because if I did something I didn't want to do, she asked me to do it. At first I was like, no, why not?
Right. I didn't,
No one ever says that. No. I just feel like it's the lack of accountability for me.
And then when you are accountable, people look at you like you're stupid, like, oh, she said that. Yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? People that's like not the norm. Like boundaries aren't the norm. Work within your capacities. None of these things are the norm.
No, it's not.
So it's like when you do things like that, you're the one that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
And we don't know that the allegations
we don't know
true.
If
that
is
true.
true.
That is true.
We don't know.
The last time I took up for somebody, she turned out and kidnapped herself. I'm having a hard time taking up for people right now.
Right. Yeah. Let's not forget that one.
Like if we did go live last week, that is what it would have been about. You heard about that, right?
I heard about
and you know that they raised over, I don't know, it was thousands of dollars they raised on the FundMe for that girl, and they will not return that money.
They get to keep the money?
They get to keep, I think it was over $60K if I'm not mistaken, and they get to keep that money. They are not going to refund the money to the people that gave to the missing
okay, you
girl.
guys, I'm starting to go GoFundMe tonight. I am.
Mama's thinking I get 60K.
I need to start a GoFundMe. Will you all support me? I need at least 50K. You don't have to do.
Here's a shameless plug. BYOK and CBS3 Design. We need one of them little violins.
Yeah. We need to go because everybody does it. GoFundMe. Hey, I need to put my kid through school. GoFundMe. No, I need to bury my mother. GoFundMe. I mean,
because a lot of people dying early and they don't have life insurance.
They don't have life insurance.
See my cousin Jessica McKinley if you want to get on
that. Plug
Send
Jessica.
Me a message if you want to know about that. Okay, so you want to do the next commercial and do Shooting the Breeze? You got anything else to say about Lizzo?
Nothing.
That I couldn't even do another What's the 411 because I was so heartbroken by this Lizzo.
No,
I was so heartbroken. So let's get into that story is so sad, especially since Black women are never cared about normally anyways. And missing Exactly.
So now it's just like no one's gonna believe us.
That's how I felt. And somebody told me to look at it as a way of we found the power of social media because it got so much traction. But I feel like that would have only made traction if it were true.
It was damaging.
It was very damaging.
It was very damaging. I don't care what they say.
You know why she kidnapped herself?
I don't want to know anymore about that. That was. I don't even care to know anymore. All I know is it was very damaging to black women.
Highly damaging.
Black people on the whole. We won't even just keep it at women. Black people.
Yeah, I agree.
Really
I agree. So you don't want to know what?
Don't tell me later.
Okay, I will. So let's do a commercial. We'll be right.
The members only car club. Where my members only car club members at? Show some love right now. That's what it's all about, guys.
Hey guys, this is Lady Fluent here, and I wanted to remind you all to save the date for Saturday, August the 12th, 2023, where we will be hosting and broadcasting live from our third annual car show featuring the Members Only Car Club that will be held in Crestwood, Illinois. The event will take place in the parking lot of At the Office Bar and Grill on Calsac Road, just west of Cicero Avenue. Registration will begin at 9 to 12 p.m. and will be $20 for motorcycles and $25 per car. This event is free for spectators and will have 10 categories, including 2 Best of Show awards, Best Club Participation, and the Kids' Choice Award. And yes, we will also be hosting our fundraiser again. This year, we are going to be partnering with Dr. Keisha Roberts-Tabb for our fundraising efforts, in which proceeds of the event will be donated to the RTA group for the 2024 Girls Night Out Rally in support of human trafficking awareness. The RTA group is dedicated to bringing awareness to human trafficking through training, evaluation, coaching, and counseling to ensure that vulnerable populations are afforded the best care and treatment possible without violating their dignity and safety. Fluent Radio is proud to become sponsors of the 2024 Girls Night Out Rally, which will take place on January 12, 2024. For more information on the RTA group, human and sex trafficking, or Dr. Keisha Roberts-Tabb, please visit www.drkeisharobertstabb.com. So drop on by Saturday, August the 12th. Enjoy yourself and tell a friend. Contact us via email for any additional questions at pr.fluentradio889@gmail.com or online at www.fluentradio.com. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.
All right, I hope to see you all there.
Hope to see Fluent Radio. We will be there.
Yes, I love those cars. Derek really loves those cars.
Yes, we'll take pictures for you.
Yes, I think he's coming.
Don't walk it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, no, he'll go probably before. Okay, yeah, cool, but he want to go see. Okay, we having a full-blown conversation.
I know, we're back.
Now it's time for Shooting the Breeze. We're going to do a little song, and Mom, you can kick it out.
Hey, lovelies, now it's time for the topic of the night.
All right, Mom, you hit it. You get to talk about whatever you want. No lecture, no spreadsheets, no articles.
No.
What you want to talk about?
I like this story right here. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are allowed to say no even when you are not busy. Shooting the Breeze. Why do we feel guilty when we say no? Hello. Why do we feel guilty? No is no. No. But we say, no, I can't do this because the cat got fleas. No, I can't do this because why can't we just stand on our no?
I feel like the explanations come from a sense of people pleasing. Like, I don't want to say no because it's just no. I have to give you an explanation so I seem less selfish.
Why?
And I feel like that comes out of making yourself obligated to always do stuff for people. Because some people do make you feel like it's done out of obligation. You know me for this long. I'm your mother. I'm your father. I'm just using an example.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
It was an example, but I'm saying, like, even that, you're my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. So you have to. Don't nobody have to do anything for anybody, but I feel like when you say no, there's a sense of selfishness. It feels selfish because especially women, we're taught to serve.
We are. But here's the thing. We also are learning boundaries. That goes back to boundaries. And no comes with boundaries.
It does.
Boundaries come with no. They kind of like walking hand in hand together. So that's my question. Why do we just can't say no?
We can. We just don't.
Why we don't? Because now I'm learning. I used to do that too. but I am a recovering, people say I'm a recovering alcoholic, I'm a recovering this. I am a recovering people pleaser. And I used to do that. I used to always, if I said no, even to you, even to anybody, I always would have to have an explanation. Now, no means no. I'm not going to do it. I don't care. She learned that from a situation we had not too long ago. And I said no. She was like, you saying no? No. No means no.
She didn't do it.
And I didn't do it. and to up until no means no. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You just don't have to. Just Cynthia, what you think about that?
You not calling out Cynthia.
Everybody
on that. What do you feel about
everybody? What do you feel about that?
I feel like sometimes you can flip that to a yes too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we find ourselves saying yes to everybody else, but we say no to us. Like, if I want to do that business, no, I can't right now. But if Sally called me and said, can you help me with my business? We're quick to say yes. And so I'm kind of redefining be your own kind, because be your own kind, yes, still be your own kind of who you want to be. But let's take the you're out for a minute and just say be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Say yes to that business. Say yes to that self-care. It's not every time you're saying no for something, look at it as you're saying yes for you. No for somebody else, you're saying yes for you. And I feel like the problem with no is it has nothing, once again, it has nothing to do with us. It has to do with the reactions to the no. Because I couldn't, my problem when I was trying to get over people pleasing was I couldn't handle the tantrums. Because people that have, especially people that's been in your life long, when you hit a boundary, the 5-year-old comes out of them. Like, it's just the 5-year-old comes out. What do you mean? No. What do you mean you can't?
Right.
And so because not to hear them cry, just like you get a baby a lollipop so they can shut up, we do that to those people around us.
We do.
Instead of dealing with the tantrum, which is none of our business, by the way.
That's true.
Because as with us, people tell us no.
All the
and
time.
We get mad, but what happened? We get over it. So I feel like other people could get over it too. So I feel like it's still a sense of people pleasing. That's how I feel about it.
It is, because Renita can attest to that. I set a boundary for a new associate friend of mine, and I set a boundary, and this boundary is like every time we were together, Renita will tell you, it was like it came up in some kind of conversation. And all I said, and then when I set this boundary and said no to what you were doing, it was just so simple. Just don't do this out of respect. Because I'm asking you not to do it. And then you say to me, oh, I don't like that either. Okay, if this is something you wouldn't do, why is it okay for you to do it to me?
It's always this analogy when we're in the car. We want the people behind us to be patient with us, but we want the people in front of us to hurry up. So we want what we're not willing to give back. And we get mad about it. And the very thing that we know how it feels and we know how it hurts us, we do that thing. And I don't know. I have no answer to that.
I don't have an answer to it.
It's almost just like increasing your empathy. You know what I'm saying? Like for yourself. I don't like how that feels. So I'm just not going to do that to said person because I don't like how that feels when people do that to me.
So if we put ourselves in somebody else's shoes, whether they put their selves in our shoes or not.
Now you just said the key point, because I feel this is such a vindictive energy out there. Well, like I do not like the saying I'm gonna match their energy. If you match their energy, now your energy dirty. So you start off with a clean, bright light, and then you're matching their energy, and so you're just going down. You're just going down vibration.
No, I'm not
you know what I'm saying?
Me. No, you can't.
And so I just kind of feel like, how about I imitate? How about I share my light with you? Like sometimes when people have a bad day in the store, the cashier, I say, what kind of day are you having today? How was your day going? And then they just start venting because they don't know me.
Right.
Most of the times when people have attitudes, it has nothing to do with you.
It has nothing to do with you.
It's something that they're going through and you just happen to be right there.
At that time.
Yeah, at that time. And so I just feel like I'm not going to match your energy. I'm going to elevate it. You're not going to, first of all, you know how I feel. You're going to mess up my day. And so my whole thing is, because when I was younger, I used the smallest thing. If I still on here, she could contest to this. The smallest thing would mess up my entire day, which would affect her day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she'll be like, she said she used to pray that nothing happened to me when we were around because it was gonna mess up all our plans.
I prayed that same prayer.
But I'm saying that's what happened with energy.
Energy.
It
transfers.
It transfers. It's not create or destroy. It transfers.
It transfers.
So be careful what energy you're spewing out. Be sure you're smiling. Be sure you're being kind, not to yourself, but to others, because people are going through. Everybody don't profess and go on Facebook and talk about what they're going through. It's them people that never talk about what they're going through that be going through the worst stuff.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like this is a time to be kind. I'm looking on the news and people are just snapping and shooting people and killing people. They just snapping because that one thing tipped them off. I'm not saying you should go around shooting people, but what I'm saying, everybody's on edge. Everybody's on edge.
Even when you're driving, like you say in the store, when you're driving, everybody's just zoom, running red lights, running stop. Where are you going? Where are you trying to go? Can you try to get this safe? Everybody is just like, it's like people not even thinking. They're just doing.
Yeah.
Just going through the motions from driving to talking to shopping to working. Nobody's really thinking.
Right.
Everybody's just doing and trying to get to wherever it is they're trying to get with no regards to the other person. Okay, I'm going to run this stop sign or I'm going to run this light. If you may be coming, I'm sorry if you're in the way of me running this stop sign. If I hit you, then there's no accountability.
There's no accountability for me. I think we can have that might be our next show because I don't really think people understand what accountability is. I'm not going to be on my soapbox about that today. But you did say something interesting. I think self-care has become a thin line between self-care and selfish. Or self-involved. Self-involved and self-care, there's a thin line. Yes, it's good to take care of you, but not at the expense of others.
Exactly.
So that's when it gets messy for me.
That's when it gets messy for everybody.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself and being selfish like night and day, oil and vinegar.
But then I understand it because it's people that have lived years for other people and they finally get that sense of self.
It's
and
independence.
It's a high at this point. Like I don't want to lose myself again. And so people get so involved. And I feel like with everything in life, balance. And so that was a good topic, Mom.
Yeah. On to the next one. You guys ready? You need 3 hobbies. One to keep you creative. That's mine. It's Renita. We got to keep it creative. One to keep you in shape. And one to make you money.
But I feel like if you stay creative,
and you
stay in shape, and shape is not just body shape,
right?
Make sure you're exercising your mind, your spirit, your soul, and your body. And when those 4 things are aligned,
right, you got to keep a balance. And that's another thing that may go back to what we were talking about earlier. It's an imbalance going on, and it could be from COVID too, because at COVID, everybody we really found out that we don't like to do what we're told. Stay in the house. Okay, I'm going to go outside. Wear a mask. No, I'm not going to wear a mask. Take the shot. No, I'm not going to take the shot. It's like if somebody's telling you to do something, you're not going to do it. But you would do it if it just was something to do, if I'm making sense. If it was just something to do, like you knew it was in line to do, like you go to work, you work to get paid. Okay.
Right.
If you have a job and you don't go to work, guess what?
You don't get paid.
Okay.
Unless you got PTO or short time disability.
Something like that.
Or FMLA. Up until the time that you.
She said, where are you when I need you? I'm talking about just the general.
I know I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
So we were like, you can't do this. You can't go into. You can only work 3 days at home. 2 another. So it was so many things that it was like all these enforcements were put into place. So when COVID lifted, everybody was like to me like, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Prior to
it, but it was worse.
How much control do we really have over our lives? We have IRS that take a piece of what we work for. Something is taxes is always taking a piece of what we want. We have these laws and guidelines, policy procedures everywhere we go where you can't only do something. We already can't do what we want to do. And so I feel like the little liberty we had was to go outside.
But if you go
and
outside,
get some ice
you
cream,
can get sick and die.
I get that, but I'm thinking like that's probably what people was thinking. Like, no, these are my only liberties. The only thing I can freely do is go outside and do it, like travel or do this, to go shopping. And now that one liberty is being taken from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I get the
it depends on like it's certain things I miss that other people didn't miss. I miss sports. I love sports, so I miss NBA and you know, she ain't care nothing about that.
No.
I miss basketball and football and baseball. I miss that. I miss not being able to go out to step every now and then. I miss little certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? I grew a great hate for the grocery store during COVID. Now I hate the grocery store.
I loved it. You could have just called it in. You're an extrovert. I'm an introvert.
Right.
Let me tell you, it was amazing. I wasn't invited to anything. I didn't have the social anxiety to go to stuff. Everything was virtual, all in the comfort of my own home. No. I did get lonely from time to time, I must admit, but majority of that time, I had so much fun.
But listen, I'm an extrovert.
You are. Extroverts took it really bad.
No, I really didn't. Once I got into I'm a person like, you know, give me the rules, I'll play by. Okay, so once I got the rules, I went to the store, I opened shop. I kept my bar full and my refrigerator full, and I was good. I got good with not going outside. And I was surprised at myself. So when other people were having the problem, then I started judging them. What's the problem? But you know what I'm saying? But I knew that this is what was going on, so I just conformed.
Yeah.
To what was going on. It didn't have to do with being an extrovert or introvert. It had to do with safety and health awareness. I'm going outside. I had babies in the house. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you conscious when you come in the house, the days you did work, take your clothes, you know what I'm saying?
But that's thinking outside of yourself.
Yeah, it taught me really to think outside of myself, being an extrovert, if that makes any sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It taught me to be that I could have introverted behavior being an extrovert because it was mandatory, because it was not only about me, it was about my family. It was about my friends. It was about my coworkers. It was about my church family. You know, what I did or didn't do affected all around me.
But that was your empathy. There were some people that didn't care to wear their mask, was going out with COVID, giving it to other people, not letting people know. It once again, it boils down to accountability and empathy. So the last one, I love this. I feel like I should share this because I feel like everybody should read this.
Okay.
And it says, Mom,
babe, you inspire people who pretend to not even see you. Trust me, I tell Renita this all the time. You don't know who's watching you. What if you? Those of us that have grandchildren, watch your grandchildren. Your older, your children, they watch you too. But watch your grandchildren. My grandbabies emulate. If both of them love to do, we need to tell you, both of them love music. Give them a beat. They do. You know why? Because they watch me dancing all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things like that. People are watching you. Trust. So, you know, we kind of like never know who's watching us and be kind of careful. Not be phony or fakes, but kind of like be careful, especially with kids.
Well, I'm thinking more on the sense of imposter syndrome, right? Because there are some people that are walking around that. What I loved about the Barbie movie, if you haven't seen it, is at the beginning when the Barbies were like getting their accolades and Nobel prizes, whatever. They were like, you did an excellent job. They say, thank you, I did. How often do we do that in real life? When we get awards and stuff, we think of a million ways why we are undeserving.
Hold on a minute. That's another reason. Saying no, why do we downplay ourselves?
Exactly, but here's the thing: there are people that see your potential better than you and won't even fill you in. And so I feel like some people actually do see you, but pretend that they don't, or they do inspire you. You are inspiring them or encouraging them, but they act like you're not.
Make a positive post.
No one answers. Say a negative, and you get all the likes. I wanted to play that one. Wanted to play on that one day. I wanted to put a fake thing about my marriage, but I do believe in the power of
No, don't do that.
So I didn't do that. But I wanted to say, like, when you're doing positive, it doesn't get responses. But the first negative thing I say, if I put on Facebook right now, I'm over it. You know how many comments I will get?
Exactly.
But if I say, you know, you gotta be positive. I'm selling positivity here. I know that my task is not easy with my podcast, and it gets very daunting. But every once in a while, I'll run into somebody that I don't even talk to, and they'll be like, I haven't seen you on live for a minute. How have you been doing? Cynthia, real good for that. I haven't heard from you. You've been okay? You know, you never know who is watching you. So it could be two ways. You could be around people that see your potential and don't acknowledge it, but you could be around people that you don't know that sees your potential and they do acknowledge it when it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I'm at that verge of giving up, someone out of nowhere contacts me and lifts me up. It goes back once again for being kind. So if you're around people that see your potential, anytime you have an idea, they're kind of like knocking it down. Watch those people because you're really encouraging them. And what they have is a secret notebook.
Right.
to carve and copy that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be really careful of the company that you keep because everyone is an inspiration to everyone. My mom just spoke of my little nieces. They inspire me.
They inspire me.
A kid can inspire an adult. I don't know why people don't know that, but kids are so honest. They're so free. When they don't want something, they don't want it. If they don't like you, they don't like you.
They don't want it. Even from what they eat. If they don't like it, they don't eat it. I mean, they're just so right. We should watch.
But when we grow up, that's when that I gotta be liked come in.
But I don't want to get biblical here. But in the Bible, it says that we are supposed to stay childlike as far as not exalting ourselves and not doing all that kind of, and that's when you watch children, you kind of see why, because they don't get beside themselves until they get beside themselves. You know what I'm saying? When they do something they know they're not supposed to be doing it, you have to tap them or verbally, get them in line. But other than that, they honestly just
depend on you.
They depend on you. They're kind of like the animals. They depend on adults blindly.
Even when mistakes are made, they still forgive you.
They forgive you for it.
Yeah.
Because it could be an instance where one of my granddaughters, I reprimanded her for something she didn't do. Okay, and then I went back as an adult and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Zoe, you didn't do that." And she was like, next minute she was up in my lap. Had that been an adult, they gonna go on to the next week and the next month and the next year.
But you just said something powerful. Elders don't think they owe younger people an apology, an explanation, or accountability. I feel like the lack of accountability has kind of spilled down from generations.
It has.
Because you've been hurt. Oh, you'll get over it. You'll be all right. You'll be that.
Here's the one. Or do as I do.
And not as I say. Do as I say and not as I do. And so there's no example of accountability.
Right.
Because my mama said whatever. I'm never gonna say mama. My uncle said whatever he said to me, and he told me get over it. I'm strong, so you can handle it too. No, but how did you handle it?
No.
Did you handle the
thing? Suppressed it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like accountability starts in the home. Mom was never too grown to say she was sorry.
No.
I am never too grown to tell I've apologized to 2-year-olds.
Yeah,
I was so wrong. I did not know you didn't eat hot dogs. And I forced you and got mad because you didn't eat the hot dog. Right. I'm sorry. I didn't know you didn't eat hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you're ever too grown to say you sorry.
Yeah, but that's not where we derive from, because the older people, unfortunately, that were before us, it wasn't even ego. Some of it was ego, but some of it was, I'm the adult and you are the child. I am, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't always, like me as your mother, I'm not always right. I have to have accountability when I'm wrong.
That is true. But there are a lot of kids that feel a way because they don't get that accountability, because they don't get that apology. Mm-hmm. And then they grow up with those same behaviors. Hurt people. And this is how that generational thing keep going and going and going and going until you have an adult that say, mommy was wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like Same with kids. If you see that they're struggling on something, there's something they want to do, don't berate them. I was terrible at math. Terrible. Yeah. Absolutely. I still can't count. Every summer, my daddy or my uncle, I hated it then, but I appreciate it now. They got me the math book for the prior grade so that I wouldn't fall behind. I thought it was a punishment, but they could have sat and just been like, girl, you gonna struggle. If they were good at math and mom was not good at math, she was struggling just like me. So they bought me that. They bought me. I think it's just thinking about somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she's struggling, so I'm gonna do something that'll help her as well. So
give me that English book, that science, anything, but don't come on talk about mom. I need help with math. Then you better call your uncle, Ghostbusters. I don't know who you gonna call, but I can't help you.
Right.
A plus B plus C equal FGA. I don't know what you're talking about. Alphabets. How do you count alphabets? What are they talking about?
Well, algebra's easy because you can plug that back in.
Girl. Well, that you, like I say, I wasn't good. I just had to learn it to get through school.
Here's the whole thing. Watch what you pouring. Yeah. Are you pouring substance or are you pouring poison into people's world? Each day we go out, we have a responsibility to be kind. It costs absolutely nothing to speak to somebody in the elevator. It costs absolutely nothing to tell somebody they got a spot on their dress. It takes absolutely nothing to say, have a good day, have a good weekend. It doesn't cost you anything.
But saying that, it costs people a lot because they don't do it. It costs people a lot because they will not. You can have a spot right here on your forehead and 10 people can say, how you doing? And then that one person will say, do you know you have a spot on your head? And
I really be like, yeah, thank you.
No,
like I did not.
10 people before you, and they looked at me just like you looked at me, and no one said anything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said anything. Do we have one more quote?
No, that's it. We have 3 more minutes. I mean, I think next week, we're coming back next week, right?
Yes.
I think we should get on accountability. I think we should talk because I feel like half of the issues that we have with ourselves, not just people, is holding ourselves accountable for the part we play. Here's an example. You set a boundary, right?
Yeah.
You gave in to the boundary, right? Mm-hmm. Whose fault is that?
It's your fault if you give it to your boundary.
But who do we blame?
The other person.
The person who crossed the boundary.
The person who crossed the boundary.
Exactly. And I feel like we would have more, and this was from my therapist. I just learned this myself.
It's therapy.
It's easy to be accountable, you know, oh, I messed up this and that, but do you be accountable for you being upset? You know what I'm saying? Like some of this stuff that we put ourselves through. Instead of changing the behavior or sticking with the behavior, we give the power to other people. Like with Lizzo, can't nobody make you do nothing you don't want to do.
No.
Can't nobody make you cry. That includes making you cry. That includes making you mad, making you sad, whatever.
Right.
You still make the choice, and you have the only thing you can control is yourself and your reactions, and you can't get that to nobody else because that's your power. That's your power. Accountability keeps you in control of you.
Mm-hmm. Ownership.
You know, yes, ownership. So I want to talk about accountability in a way that we don't talk about accountability because some of these woes that we have is self-inflicted.
It is.
It's self-inflicted because a person is only going to go as far as you let them go.
Exactly.
If I keep punching on your arm, eventually you're going to punch me back.
I'm going to slap you.
See what I'm saying? And so, but I'm saying, if I didn't know that you would get I would keep punching you.
Exactly.
I would keep punching you. So I have to hold on. When I get punched, I got to hold myself.
I got punched because I kept punching on her.
Exactly. Right. And I feel like life is only lived once. And we waste so much time.
We do.
In just making excuses and taking stuff, all because we don't want to change. All because we're afraid to leave a group of people or a spouse or whatever. Honey, we ain't getting I don't have too many more years to be wasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't, you know? So I just think that that's something to talk about. Mom, we are actually on time.
We are on time.
We have 33 seconds in Fluent Radio. We did it. We did it. Shoot the breeze.
Fluent Radio. Radio. We did it for you tonight.
Oh, Mom, you got an article next week, though. But I thank you all for sitting and hanging out with us, because you could have been anywhere on a Wednesday night.
Yes.
If you decided to sit with us, as we talked about a lot of nothing.
A lot of nothing that made some kind of sense.
Yeah, and so we hope to see you all next Wednesday. Until then, be kind to yourself and each other. Bye.
Good night.